Which exercise is best during periods? This was a question that was asked during our Fertility Revival Challenge. So let's get right into the answer. But before that, here's our verse of the day. Don't you realize that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit who lives in you and was given to you by God? That's from 1 Corinthians 6 and 19. So let's talk about the importance of exercise overall, right? Exercise is important for the function of our body, right? It is also important, and in regards to the function, we're talking about cardiovascular function, right? Talking about, having the proper blood flow, right? As well as fertility. It's important for your fertility health in regards to your hormone balance. It helps you balance out the different hormones that go on in your cycle. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. But really, exercise is important overall. We know that, right? We want to get our 30 minutes of exercise in per day, right? The studies have shown, right, that exercise is important. And I know there's this misconception out there that you cannot exercise when you're trying to conceive. You cannot exercise on your period or when you're ovulating or when you're in the 2-week wait, right? And that is a myth, right? That is not true. Yes, you can exercise during your entire cycle, during your from one period to the next period. You can exercise and it can be really beneficial for your body. So, in regards to even the importance of exercise spiritually, right? We want to talk about exercising our faith, right? And so when we're taking and doing exercises, we want to make sure that we're not doing exercises that are really technically not exercises like yoga, right? Yoga is actually a spiritual practice, a Hindu spiritual practice. So I myself do not practice yoga, right? Because it's not an exercise. It's something that is a spiritual practice of another religion. And so as a Christian, I don't do yoga. Also, just know that I do actually have a fitness for fertility guide. So if you're interested in actual workouts, right, to do during your cycle, I have my fitness for fertility workout guide, and it is a workout program, and it's actually a bonus. You get it for free inside of my healthy fertility course. All right, so let's talk a little bit about understanding your cycle first and foremost. So when we look at our cycle is made up of phases, right? And so we have the menstrual phase, we have the follicular/ovulation phase, and then you have the luteal phase. Some natural fertility coaches will split this up in two phases, right? Follicular and luteal. But for the purpose of exercise, I usually split this up within three phases: menstrual, follicular, and luteal. And so the menstrual phase is obviously when you're on your period. Your menstrual phase will last for about a week, right? Sometimes 3 days, sometimes 5 to 7. And during your menstrual phase, your body is shedding, right, your period. It's shedding that lining so that it can prepare for a new pregnancy. That is what our bodies are doing during the menstrual phase. It's preparing for the potential of a new pregnancy. It's preparing the lining, preparing your body, your uterus, for the potential of a new pregnancy as it enters into a new cycle. And so cycle day one, starting, your menstrual period, is that phase. That's the start of the phase. As you go out of your menstrual cycle, you enter into your follicular stage, which is the stage in where your body is starting to produce eggs, right? It's starting to produce eggs. And once one mature egg matures to the fullest, that's when ovulation happens. After ovulation, right, we enter to the 2-week wait, which is the luteal phase. And the luteal phase, it is the process, right, where your body is going to start that implantation process. If you have conceived, right, if you have baby danced, if you've ovulated and timed correctly, right, your cycle, then that's when in the luteal phase, you'll start that implantation process. With all of these phases, there comes hormones, right? During your menstrual phase, you're kind of get leveled out with your hormones. Your hormones aren't, peaking. They're not dipping. They're just level, right? But then you start to enter into your follicular stage, ovulation stage, and those hormones start to rise, right? Your LH and your estrogen, they start to rise so that they can peak for ovulation. And then as you peak for ovulation, those hormones will drop off and progesterone kicks in, right? Progesterone is the warming hormone, and it helps to warm up your body for implantation, and that will increase throughout your luteal phase, right? And all of this hormone balance that goes on, the hormone cycles that goes on, the ups and downs of the different hormones. Exercise can help further boost those hormones, further help your body get into this state where it has hormonal balance, right? That is what exercise does for you during your cycle when it's done correctly, right? When it's done in a way that you're going with the natural flow of your cycle. So let's talk about exercise and the menstrual phase, right? Your period. Can you exercise on your period, right? What are the best exercises during your period? And so the best exercises are exercises that promote just gentle aerobic exercises, right? And what does that look like? Walking, light jogging, right? Not full out running, but light jogging, swimming, right? These types of like low impact workouts. Low impact workouts can help alleviate the cramps, right? Decrease the bloating. My son is obviously up from a nap, so but exercise like low impact workouts, right, can help you decrease some of the symptoms you may be experiencing in during your period. Different things like low intensity resistance training, as far as stretching and flexibility exercises, those can also help in the menstrual phase. So you're basically just slowing it down, right? You're slowing it down in regards to your menstrual phase. You want to do some, relaxing things like prayer, right? Prayer and fasting. Exercise your faith during this time, right? Sit and do some daily, prayer and fasting, right? Seek the Lord during this time for the steps to take in your next cycle, right? As you enter this next cycle, seek Him, right, for the steps to take. So those are some exercises that you can do during your period, right? But what about ovulation? Can I exercise during ovulation? Yes, you can. And it's actually really beneficial to exercise during your ovulation phase, and things like exercises like that give you energy, right, and boost your mood, help circulation, right, of your hormones, help to boost, that elevation in your hormones that's going on. Things like cardiovascular activities, cardio. Yes, I said it, cardio, right? Running, dancing, high intensity interval training, right? HIIT is what high intensity interval training is. Jumping rope, right? Are some things. Endurance training, body weight exercises. All of these types of exercises can really help and benefit your ovulation phase, right? That follicular phase, as you're amping up to ovulate, right? And you can also just add in some Kegel exercises, right? The Kegel exercises, and help to tighten, right, that pelvic floor. So. And I actually had a lady inside of my healthy fertility course. She said that she started exercising this month for the first time in years, and also for the first cycle, right? First cycle TTC, trying to conceive, 8 cycles so far. And she had been doing HIIT, right, for this first month. And not only does she feel great, but she had 3 days of egg white cervical mucus for the first time. She said, you're onto something, sis. I appreciate you. And yes, inside the course, you get access, the Healthy Fertility course, you get access to my complete cycle-based workout program, like I talked about before, Fitness for Fertility Guide. And really, this is how, I started my own journey with health and fitness, right? During my back-to-back miscarriages back in 2018, God revealed to me the health issues that were going on in my body. And so in that time where I was seeking the Lord and seeking Him for my next steps, I started to work with my husband, who's a personal trainer, and I got consistent with working out, right, and healing my hormones to get pregnant with my rainbow baby. So I became a fertility coach to help others get educated as well on their bodies and to get pregnant. And I created this course, Healthy Fertility, my Healthy Fertility course, to do just that, right? To help women create healthy habits in their nutrition and in their lifestyle, right? Lifestyle changes. And so I also help women inside of my fertility membership for Christian women who are trying to get pregnant. And if you choose to join this instead, right, instead of the course, you actually get the opportunity to get my Fitness for Fertility guide for $30 off when you join the Fertility Mindset Mentorship. And inside of the Fitness Fertility guide is my best exercises for fertility, tailored to your cycle to meet you where you are. It's fitness based on your cycle, whether you're on your period or in the 2-week wait. It is beginner friendly. It's a completely programmed 4-week workout program that you can actually stick to, right? And it was created by a personal trainer and myself, a fertility coach. And so to wrap up, exercise can be super beneficial, right? And helpful in your fertility journey, to help you balance your hormones, your mood, right? And I just want to encourage you to give exercise a try this month to see what changes you see. And let me know in the comments if this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.